welcome back. Well, with me today, I have Nora Graybar, who is with NAGU, Jessie Rees Foundation, and the founder, Eric Rees, who is the founder and proud father of the NAGU organization. I guess, how do you say it? Jessie Rees Foundation, NAGU, how do you like to call it?
Jess it's called NAGU.
Okay.
Because Jess used to always point at her knee and say, "Daddy, it's NAGU." So we say
NAGU.
we say NAGU.
Okay.
Stands for Never Ever Give Up.
Right.
Which was the mission and motto of my 11-year-old daughter when she was fighting cancer back in 2011.
Okay. So this is how it all came about.
Yeah. So Jess was diagnosed with an inoperable and incurable brain tumor on March 3rd, 2011. And so she was outpatient, so we went to CHOC for treatment every day. The doctors told us we'd get about 12 to 18 months with her because it was terminal. So we went up, had treatment, chemotherapy, radiation, all those kinds of things. And then she would come home. About 3 weeks into treatment, she was in the back seat. My wife, Stacy, was next to me, and we were just driving out of the parking garage. And she just simply asked, Mom, Dad, when do all the other kids get to come home? And so we had to kind of educate her that other kids have different types of cancers. And based off of that, they stay days, weeks, and some can say months.
Right.
And so the next words out of her mouth literally changed our life because she just simply said, "How can we help them?"
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know. That's not really what my mission is right now. I'm trying to help you. But long story short, she came home after that day and started getting her brown paper lunch bags and wanted to fill them up with her beanies, and she was writing "Get Well," "Smile," and all these kinds of things. And I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Well, I really want to take these to the kids that can't leave the hospital."
Aww.
So we talked to CHOC, and they said, you know, it's no problem if Jessie wants to bring these things. There's some rules, new toys, new, age appropriate,
Sure.
no food, nothing sharp, those kinds of things. But you can't use a bag. So we had to come up with a different vehicle. And so we sat around as a family, and Jessie's middle name was Joy. And so we took Joy in jars and created Joy Jars.
And then you have the Joy Jars. And we have some samples here, which,
Yeah.
which is really amazing because they have little themes.
Yeah, so when Jessie was fighting cancer, she actually made with her friends and family over 3,000 of these in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
That was the Joy Factory at that time.
Yeah.
was our garage. And so since that, we've now sent over 200,000 Joy Jars out to kids fighting cancer in all 50 states and 33 countries.
Wow.
It costs us $25 to stuff and ship one jar to a child fighting cancer. And so we do come up with different themes.
Right.
So this is actually our upcoming holiday. We call it the Winter Wonderful. So it's different holiday themes.
Yes.
And so inside you'll see different things about the holidays and stuff.
Oh, that's great.
And so Jess had certain rules. And so one of the rules was no cheesy toys. She liked to make sure it was good toys.
Okay.
She said no air. So it has to pass the shake test. So basically, when you stuff these jars at the Joy Factory, you have to make sure that everything gets in there because she loved the idea of squeezing it down so the next time it opens, it would pop.
Pop out. Oh, that's great. That's great.
And then the other one was ship it fast, and so we ship it all around the world. And so what allows it to kind of pop and fill up that little extra air are our beanies. Because every Joy Jar comes with a rubber ducky, because Jessie loved rubber duckies, one of her Never Ever Give Up wristbands, and then beanies, and then everything else is kind of customizable because we do different age ranges, from just a few months old up to 18, and then obviously boys and girls.
Okay.
And so we have amazing volunteers like Nora, who has skills that I don't. And loves to knit, and she came up with this idea of Brave Beanies.
Okay.
And that's what we put in each one of our Joy Jars, and we do about 40-some thousand jars a year.
Wow, that's great. Now, well, Nora, let's talk about how this came along. I mean, obviously you're stuffing them in there, but why a beanie?
Well, when the kids are in the hospital or even when they're at home, they're cold. And so when they're wearing a hospital gown, the only way they can individualize themselves and show character and fun and personality is by their beanies.
Okay.
So there's beanies for, that we send them to the kids and they have, and some of them have, because they lose their hair. So some of them like the little tails.
Okay.
And then there's ones for 4th of July kind of thing, a little bit more for boys. And then here's a younger one for a young girl that they did little buttons around it.
Oh, that's
It's like a crown.
It's like a little crown, right?
Oh, that's darling.
So the idea was that when they open the jars, there's a little bit of love in there too.
Right.
So besides all Jess's rules, we wanted to show the kids how much we love them and care for them
Right.
and want to share in their journey and help them. So the beanies are a fun way to do that.
Now, I did notice that on your website you have a woman who has knitted almost 1,000 beanies for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. How long did it take her to do that?
I don't know. She does them and just sends them and drops them off. We have a woman in Texas who literally sends me pictures, and she has a mound of them sitting on her kitchen counter.
Okay.
It is incredible because you can do them while watching TV. You can do them while, you know, watching sports, or I've taken them when I'm driving with my husband on a trip. You know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
then I don't tell him how to drive, or you
You're
know,
staying busy doing
I know,
knitting.
right?
Okay.
So that works out super great. So we just really want to send a beanie in
Okay.
each one of the jars.
Okay.
So that's 40,000 beanies.
That's a lot
So
of
we're
beanies.
trying to empower our community to try to help
Okay.
us create these beanies to put in each one of the jars.
Okay, which is where you all come in.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about, I know we have a slide that talks about the sizing
Right.
and what is specific to what you need. So
Right.
what you're looking for is people to knit to these specific sizes. So we've got for 6 to 12 months is a specific size, and then all the way up through,
Yep.
what, like 18 years old probably?
Yep.
Okay, well that would be more like an adult anyway, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter.
Correct. And there's we have a Pinterest board. If you email info@jessie.org,
Okay.
we can send you all the particulars on. We have a Pinterest board with patterns. We can
great.
send you a kit.
Okay.
So all of that kind of stuff is available, and we also need boy and girl in each one of the
So
categories.
both, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
so colors that would pertain. You could always do a neutral hat that could go
Oh,
either
sure.
way.
Correct.
Or beanie. Okay. So
Yeah.
so if you are interested in participating
Yeah.
and helping us knit beanies, then you can do info@jessie.org.
Jessie.org.
At jessie.org.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can do it that way. Or if you want to go to find the sizes, you can always visit the website, which is just jessie.org
Jessie.org,
now.
Right.
Did that change? Did it used to be negu.org?
We both of them work.
Okay.
They both end you.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, good. So hopefully we have a few volunteers from just talking about that for
That
the
would be
beanies.
fabulous. Just one other thing I want to mention. They don't have to just knit. They can crochet, they can
Okay.
loom, they can sew. Any type of soft material
Okay.
that or yarn would be fabulous.
We want to help provide some financial support. And so 3 years ago, we did 25 families. This year, we're doing 250 families.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be giving 250 families from around the United States that have children actively fighting cancer a boost of love by sending them a check for $1,000.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you're
So-
on your way.
Yes.
You're on your way. Well, congratulations on the success so far.
Thank you.
And I love the beanie idea.
Aren't they
I think that is
fun?
really great because, like you said, let's just open it up and it shows. Look at that, how it just pops right
right
open,
open.
and then right on top you have a little beanie.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you both.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for
and good
having
luck
us.
to you, and hopefully we have more people who would like to knit some beanies for you.
We'd love
Yes.
that.
All
I
right,
would love
thank
that.
you.
Thank you so much.
And if you want more information about how you can participate in their beanie program or just participate at any of the things that they do, you can go to www.jessie.org. We'll be right back.